The South African Democratic Teachers Union says that they will take legal action and embark on industrial action if President Cyril Ramaphosa does not finalize the BELA Act by Friday. The union sent an urgent letter to President Cyril Ramaphosa demanding to put clauses 4 and 5 in operation. Yesterday, we spoke to the Democratic Alliance on their stance as the deadline looms. Let's now bring in SADTU spokesperson Nomusa Cembi for more on this course of action. Nomusa, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for making time for us. I want to quickly go into that letter that you had sent to the President and the statement that you had released. It says here, SADTU believes that the decision to postpone the implementation of these sections was purely political expediency based solely on the objections of the Basic Education Minister and her political party, the Democratic Alliance. What do you mean by political expediency? And political expediency from whose end? The President?
Good morning, Aldrin. Good morning to your viewers. Yes, we believe that it had to do with political expediency because the delay in these two clauses, we believe that these two clauses are correct. They are constitutional. They abide by the law. All processes were done, were put in place to ensure that the bill was passed into law. It was passed by a majority. Everything was done accordingly, and every stakeholder was given a chance to make their views known regarding the BELA bill. And at the end of the day, the majority in Parliament passed this for the President to sign. So it cannot be that at the end of it now the process goes back, and it is the DA that were not happy with the act. So we believe this was to please the DA because it is the DA who were opposed. The majority in Parliament ruled for the BELA bill to be passed into law. So it was just pleasing them and had nothing to do with the clauses, because the clauses, if you look, they were put there because of previous rulings, constitutional court rulings regarding matters of admission and language in schools.
Yeah. So the President trying to please the Democratic Alliance, why do you think so? Why would the President want to please the Democratic Alliance?
We believe that perhaps it may have to do with the concessions they are making the government of national unity.
Because of the concessions of the government of national unity. But wouldn't that ordinarily be the case, considering that the ANC didn't win the elections outright? It has other political parties that are part of the executive, and some of those political parties are opposed to certain clauses in the BELA Act.
We cannot allow that to be used to stall the fair processes. The issue of the BELA bill was concluded in the 6th administration, so it has got nothing to do. It is unfair that you allow political matters to get into this when this thing was properly concluded in the 6th administration, and we feel it is unfair because this thing has got to do with education. It's got to do with learners accessing education, so it cannot be subjected to political matters. The issue is that this is education, and we believe that these clauses have got a bearing in ensuring that learners access education. So it should not be subjected to politics.
Yeah. While it was concluded under the 6th administration, it's still the 7th administration that it will need to implement it. And the people who went out to vote said that that 7th administration will not only be the ANC, it will include other political parties. So is that not the conundrum that you would be facing going into the future for the next 5 years, whether that political party is the Democratic Alliance or any other political party that the ANC would have to go into a coalition with?
We believe it is unfair because, yes, the 7th administration has got to implement it, but it should nullify what happened in the previous administration. It cannot be that reinvent the wheel just because there's a new administration. Remember, the bill, consultations on the bill took close to 12 years. So we cannot allow further postponements in the implementation of this. After it took so much, it stemmed even from the 5th administration to the 6th administration, and now we're in the 7th administration. We can no longer allow this thing to be stretched forever. It is grossly unfair.
It is grossly unfair. You say that you will be looking into taking this matter to court, meaning that you'll be citing the president in the matter if it does go to court. On what basis would you be taking this matter to court?
We believe that these clauses are lawful, they are rational, and no one has taken these clauses or the act itself no one has taken it to court to dispute its constitutionality. And we also believe that the process, yes, the president has every right or is supposed to, guided by the Constitution, to sign any law, and he did so. He signed the law, but we believe that if he felt that there were things that were not right, he is obliged to look into the constitutionality of any act before he signs it. And if he feels that there are problems with it, he seeks clarity with the Constitutional Court, or he sends it back to the National Assembly, because that's where it was passed. But he didn't do that. He didn't send it back to the National Assembly. He didn't send it to Constitutional Court. We believe he didn't do that because as it stands, it does satisfy constitutionality. It was passed by the majority in Parliament, so it was done properly. So we believe that he should have assented the entire bill, because really it does stand the constitutional master.
Yeah, just quickly on the point that you raised now, for instance, with the Copyright Amendment Bill and the Performance Protection Amendment Bill, the President referred those back to the Constitutional Court to test its constitutionality and whether it does meet constitutional master. Do you think that he should do the same here as well? But the problem here is that the Act is already signed.
Yes, the Act is already signed. If there were problems with the Act, he should have done that. He should have done the same process that he did with the copyright, but he didn't do that. So that's why we are saying really we are having a problem in how he has maneuvered this thing. It has caused so much confusion, because normally it's supposed to be like that, and he just and in the consultation process that he initiated, we were not invited to come and make our views known. We were surprised to see the AfriForum and Solidarity agreeing at NEDLEC.
Nomusa, let me just, unfortunately, Nomusa, we're running out of time. I just quickly need to squeeze in this question. Do you think that the Minister of Basic Education, Sivuye Gwahube, should be fired?
If she doesn't implement, we really do not trust that she is really going to implement this, because of her behavior. From the beginning, her party was against this, and she boycotted the signing of the bill into law. So we do not trust that really she's serving the country. She has behaved in a manner that shows that she is serving the DA and not the country, and we do not have confidence in her. And we feel that she'd rather resign rather than to serve the DA, abuse her position to serve the country and use their position to serve the DA.
Okay, Nomusa Cembi is the spokesperson for SADTU. And yet remember the conversation that Siviwe Kwahube had with Xoli Mgambi about 2 evenings ago was that she still wants to serve in this position as Basic Education Minister because she has more to offer.